Hello everyone, my name is Leo and with this video we will share the guitar gear news of the last weeks. Let's start! First of all, Soldano has released the new Astro 20. This is a 20 watt tube amp which can be purchased as a combo with a greenback speaker or as an head. It has two 6v6 power tubes and four 12AX7 preamp tubes and features three independent channels, one dedicated to the clean tones that ranges from pristine cleans to crunchy tones and two dedicated to the overdriven tones. The overdriven channels can be independently programmed to what are called three galaxies. Simplifying, the galaxies are kind of presets. The three galaxies are blue, that ranges from bluesy clean to fat and sparkly hard rock tones, purple, that ranges from hard rock to punchy high gain drive with a tighter response, and red with the famous sought after Soldano lead overdrive tone. I have to say that this galaxy concept is pretty nice and the name is really cool. Furthermore, the amp has a bypassable cabinet simulation and you can load 6 different IRs. We also have a MIDI input in order to control the internal amp programmable 128 presets. There is also a computer app that helps us to load our own IRs or to manage and store presets. The app connects to the amp via USB. That unfortunately is not Type-C. The clean channel has a volume and tone knobs and a three-way bright switch, where the overdriven channels have independent gain and volume per channel and shared bass, middle and treble controls. On the back of the unit we also have a balanced output, an effect loop, an headphone out with dedicated volume control and the classic speaker outputs. The weight is around 12 kilos and the price is $2,000 or 2,300 euros. As expected, being a Soldano amp, it is not cheap. I think it is a very nice addition to the Soldano family of amps that somehow merges the good old all-tube amps design with some modern features like IRs, MIDI programmability, etc., making our life easier. I think it's a kind of a trend. We have on one side full all analog tube amps and on the other side full digital solution like fractal units. The two worlds are somehow become closer and in fact some tube amp builders are putting some digital stuff into their tube amps, like Soldano or even Friedman with its IRX. Another thing I would point out is that both Soldano and Friedman are relying on IR technology. That I think testify that this technology is now really good and mature. Fender has announced their 70th anniversary models as 2024 marks the anniversary of the introduction of Leo Fender's most iconic and innovative creation, the Fender Stratocaster. I actually have a Fender 2004 anniversary edition guitar that is really great, therefore I think it's interesting to talk about these new anniversary models. We have 6 new 70th anniversary Stratocaster and each version has a different price point, so there is something for everyone, I would say. We have the most expensive versions, which are the 3 American Pro 2 that ranges from 2,350 euros to 2,130 and that are all very nice looking. Then we have 3 player Strats from around 1,000 to 800. As you know, I love Strat guitars and these anniversary editions, at least from what I can say judging from my 2004 anniversary Strat, typically offer a lot of value for money. So that's why I would like to bring them to your attention if you want to check them out. And now I would like to talk about a pretty cool pedal the Walrus Audio Meraki stereo delay. Why I think it's cool? Well, it is one of the few pedals to offer a full analog stereo delay. I mean, we have plenty of digital stereo delays, but the analog delays are very few and the stereo ones are even fewer. That's why I think this pedal is pretty interesting. We have some mono analog delays, for instance like the MXR carbon copy, but it's mono. Stereo analog delays are pretty rare. And the Meraki has also plenty of options. First of all, we have 6 knobs. Placed in the middle there are the controls for mix and time, where the time range is between 80 to 1200 milliseconds, so a pretty wide array. The mix knob controls the repetitions of both left and right channels. Then we have 2 separate feedback controls, one for each channel. Furthermore, we can add a chorus vibrato effect to the delays via the mod knob, and we can adjust the speed of the chorus using the same controller with the bypass switch pressed at the same time. We also have a tone control that adjusts a tilt EQ for the delay signal. Clockwise the basses are lowered and the highs are raised. Counterclockwise the highs are lowered and the basses are raised. We can set independently the time or subdivision of each channel, thus allowing us, for example, to run the left half in quarters and the right half in dotted eighths, which is cool. Furthermore, the pedal has 3 modes: parallel, ping pong and serial, and MIDI is included. The price is pretty high for a delay, at 670 euros, but if you love delays, and especially if you love analog delays, well, this pedal is a must-buy. I have purchased one, therefore please subscribe and ring the bell for my upcoming review. BOSS has released the BOSS IR2. The IR2 is a dual-channel amp and cabinet simulator that can be used as a preamp only or cabinet simulator only, or obviously as a full amp and cabinet modeler. It offers 11 amps and cabs simulations, 11 Celestion IRs, and can load our own IRs in 11 slots. You can select the amp type with the right knob, and you can control the basic bass, middle and treble amp settings using the other 3 knobs. These 3 knobs also allow us to access other functions, which are the gain level, the overall volume of the amp and the ambience level. In fact, the unit offers also 3 stereo reverbs that are room, hall and plate. The pedal offers one foot switch, which allows to select the 2 amp channels available or to switch the pedal off. In terms of I/O, we have a guitar input and an effect loop, with a mono send and a stereo return via a TRS jack. Furthermore, we have a stereo output and an input for an external controller. Then, on the top of the unit, we have an headphone out and a USB-C port. In fact, this pedal can be connected to a computer with 3 purposes: in order to load our own IRs, or to edit some key features of the unit, or to use the unit as a 2x2 audio interface at up to 24 bits and 96 kHz, which is a pretty cool option for a unit of this size. The price is 210 euros, and if you want more info you can check out my full demo review of the pedal in the channel. And I have also done some comparisons, for instance with the Strymon Iridium or the UFX Lion. Mooer has released the 2nd generation of their compact audio interface and multi-effect loader, which is the Prime P2. The unit offers 52 amp models plus 10 GNR downloadable file slots for profiles created with the Mooer GE Labs. We also have 25 cab sims and 10 third-party IR slots, plus 57 effects. The Prime P2 can be used for streaming on social media thanks to the USB-C port, with which you can connect the P2 to your computer. It has a stereo output jack and TRRS headphone input, which supports headphone integrated microphones. In addition to that, the integrated rechargeable battery provides us with up to 5 hours of power. We can download the Mooer Prime app to control the unit via a mobile device. This allows editing of presets and effect chain parameters, as well as store and recall of up to 80 presets. We can use a wireless foot switch for hands-free operations so that the P2 can become a live performance tool. The main differences versus the P1, in my opinion, are the P2 features an enhanced user experience courtesy of its 1.3 inches touchscreen. Furthermore, the P2 is stereo, where, as far as I know, the P1 was mono. And this was the major weakness of the P1, in my opinion, that is now solved with the P2. The price is around 250 euros. Thank you for watching, please let me know your opinions about these units in the comment section below. See you soon, bye bye.